Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to AB Khan Insights. In today's video, I am going to tell you about the planet Mercury. Not brief, but a long information about this planet. So stay tuned in my video and watch the video till the end. And if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then please do subscribe it and turn on the notifications to all. And also follow me on social accounts. So let us proceed to the video. Introduction of the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It circles the Sun faster than all the other planets, which is why Romans named it after their swift-footed messenger god. The Sumerians also knew of Mercury since at least 5000 years ago. It was often associated with Nabu, the god of writing. Now you are thinking that what is the Romans' swift-footed god and who were Sumerians? Let me explain you briefly. The brief concept about Romans' swift-footed messenger god related to the planet Mercury is, but wait a minute, these gods and these such ancient people are belong to the planet Earth and not from the planet Mercury. These all people and historical things or ideas are related to the ancient people who belonged to the Earth, and they have no relation or no personal activity with the Mercury planet. Mercury, in Latin Mercurius, in Roman religion, the god of shopkeepers and merchants, travelers and transporters of goods and thieves and tricksters. He is commonly identified as the fleet-footed messenger of the gods. However, in today's times, these mythology still be in practice or might not be. What are your suggestions and opinions? Let me know in the comments box. Now who are or were the Sumerians? The people belonged to Sumer were known as Sumerians. Sumer is the earliest known civilization in the historical region of southern Mesopotamia, now known as southern Iraq. They emerged during the Chalcolithic and early Bronze Ages between the 6th and 5th millennium BC. And the last one, Nabu, the god of writing. Nabu was the patron god of scribes, literacy, and wisdom. He was also the inventor of writing, a divine scribe, the patron god of the rational arts, and a god of vegetation. However, these kinds of gods, one god for everything, many gods for one thing, might not be still practicing today. So all the planets and stars have some historical ideas related to ancient people. Thus, to end up the history discussion, let us move to the other chapter, and that is the physical characteristics. So dear viewers, to discuss about the physical characteristics, as the planet is so close to the Sun, its surface temperature can reach a scorching 840 degrees Fahrenheit or 450 degrees Celsius. However, this planet does not have much of a real atmosphere to entrap any heat. At night, temperature can plummet to minus 275 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 170 degrees Celsius. Mercury is the smallest planet. It is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. See the video Earth's moon video by clicking on the top right suggested icon or visit the playlist below in the description. Thus continuing, Mercury has no significant atmosphere to stop impacts. The planet is pockmarked with craters. About 4 billion years ago, an asteroid roughly 60 miles or 100 kilometers wide struck Mercury with an impact equal to 1 trillion 1 megaton bombs, creating a vast impact crater roughly 960 miles or 1550 kilometers wide. It was known as the Caloris Basin. This crater could hold the entire state of Texas. Another large impact may have helped create the planet's odd spin. Mercury is the second densest planet after the Earth. It has a huge metallic core, roughly 2200 to 2400 miles or 3600 to 3800 kilometers wide, of about 75% of the planet's diameter. In comparison, Mercury's outer shell is only 300 to 400 miles or 500 to 600 kilometers thick. The combination of its massive core and abundance of volatile elements has left the scientists puzzled for years. Mercury is the innermost and smallest planet of the solar system. Because it has almost no atmosphere to retain heat, its surface experiences the greatest temperature variation of all the planets. Now, to discuss further the orbital characteristics. Mercury speeds around the Sun every 88 Earth days, traveling through space at nearly 112,000 miles per hour or 180,000 kilometers per hour, faster than any other planet. Its oval shaped orbit is highly elliptical, taking Mercury as close as 29 million miles or 47 million kilometers and as far as 43 million miles or 70 million kilometers from the Sun. If one stand on Mercury when it is nearest to the Sun, it would appear more than 3 times as large as it does when viewed from the Earth. As Mercury is closest to the Sun, it shows a peculiar behavior with Sun. Dear viewers, there is another shocking fact about the Mercury planet. So that is the Sun sets and rises. Oddly, due to Mercury's highly elliptical orbit and the 59 Earth days or so it takes to rotate on its axis when on the scorching surface of the planet, the Sun appears to rise briefly, set and rise again before it travels westward across the sky. At sunset, the Sun appears to set, rise again briefly, and then set again. Now, what are the observations? Mercury appears as a morning or evening star from the Earth, but due to its proximity to the Sun, it is very hard to see. Still, it is observed twice a year, in spring at dusk and in autumn before the dawn. Now, the atmospheric composition by volume. According to NASA, the atmosphere of Mercury is a surface bound exosphere, means it is a bounded surface having an exosphere, essentially a vacuum. It contains 42% oxygen, 29% sodium, 22% hydrogen, 6% helium, 0.5% potassium with possible trace amounts of argon, carbon dioxide gas, water, nitrogen, xenon, krypton, and neon. As we are discussing the composition of the planet, now, dear viewers, I will like to tell you the structure. The crust is surface of silicate rock, mantle is solid silicate rock, and core is molten iron. The crust is similar in appearance to that of the Moon, with plains and heavy cratering. A distinctive feature of the surface crust is the presence of numerous narrow ridges, which might have formed as Mercury's core and mantle cooled and contracted after the crust had solidified. Discussing the structure further, core. Mercury's extreme high density infers that the planet has a large iron-rich core with higher iron content than that of any other major planet in the solar system. Iron core roughly 2200 to 2400 miles or 3600 to 3800 kilometers wide. Outer silicate shell about 300 to 400 miles or 500 to 600 kilometers thick. Magnetic field. Its magnetic field roughly 1% the strength of Earth's magnetic field. Now to discuss further. Orbit and rotation. Its average distance from the Sun is 35 million miles or 57 million kilometers. By comparison, 0.38 Earth's distance from the Sun. Perihelion. Closest approach to the Sun is 28 million miles or 46 million kilometers. By comparison, 0.313 times that of the Earth. Aphelion. Farthest distance from the Sun is about 43 million miles or 69 million kilometers. By comparison, 0.459 times that of Earth. The length of a day on planet Mercury is 58.646 Earth days. Hey there, check out my Planet Earth documentary video on the top right corner. So click it and check it out. Encyclopedia. To sum up all the orbital features and characteristics of the planet, take a look at its encyclopedia. Its equatorial diameter is 4879 kilometers. Its mass is 3.3 to 10 power 23 kilograms. Its mean distance from the sun is 58.7 million kilometers. Its rotation period is 59 days. Its solar orbit period is 88 days. Its surface gravity is 3.7 meter per square seconds. Its surface temperature is 167 degrees Celsius as it is closest to the sun. At daytime it reaches up to 473 degrees Celsius and at night time it is minus 183 degrees Celsius. So last but not the least, additional information. As Mercury is a planet but there is a moon of our planet Jupiter which is bigger than Mercury. So click on the top right and see the video chapter 12 ratio 11 as mentioning on the screen. You need to know that there is no moon of Mercury. There is not a single moon of the Mercury planet, as all the planets including Earth, Mars and such other, they have atmospheres, the protective ceilings. Mercury has no atmosphere. So visit the playlist planets to know more about the other planets in the solar system. So click on the top right or visit in the description below. So you have watched all the video, and if you have enjoyed this video and loved it, so please like this video and share it with your friends. Also don't forget to subscribe my channel. So stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.